This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages, right here on the house that Kamurai built. It's the Vlogcast. Hey, I am Kamurai. I'm in a somewhat see-through shirt. Just imagine I'm a giant floating head. Ooh. I'm gonna be working on stuff while I talk today because the two big events in my life recently. I guess I was gonna share screen. Whatever, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Have been trying to get this tabletop simulator stuff squared away, and being sick. So yay for me that I get to deal with that. I feel like that voice should be more sarcastic. I've got crossover. So I've got Ninja All-Star stuff that's coming over to Super Dungeon Explorer and Rail Raiders, which is coming over because I realized that the boards are still basically the same. You're still basically working off a grid system. The Ninja All-Star boards, and I divided them up, and I used the same format that I have for my Epic style boards, and made both standard play and epic scale play boards for that as well. So I'm gonna include that. I've got to figure out how to do the key card right so that everybody knows what the fucking colors are, because I realized that like Super Dungeon Explorer doesn't have a cover thing, like a stealth or whatever, like a difficult terrain that you can hide in, essentially. So like I had to do that, and this is kind of gaming division stuff, but this is like just been so much of my life because it's made me not stream games. Being sick sucks. The kiddies have been really sweet to me. I've been trying to be nice to them with food and stuff to say thank you, and I don't know what it is. It feels like it might actually be an ear infection. Like, I've been dizzy, I've been disoriented, I don't remember most of one day. I've had stomach sickness, normal digestive issues, but like even now, like when I'm feeling this much better, this ear still feels all clogged up. This sinus still feels all clogged up, and I don't know if you can tell or not. Like I'm lining up my nose, but my nose has kind of shifted like over the past couple years. So it almost looks like I got punched. So I don't know if it's like the sinus pressure pushing it that way or what. Like I don't know. Like maybe I'm just being pathological. People message me when I'm on. It's my life at this point, but it'll be over soon. And I get back to having fun. My friends' kids are starting to contact me a little bit more, but they're the one that I can walk to. So yay! And as the weather gets a little better here and there, that'll be better and better news. Though, granted, it's actually a minority of the team now I think about it is actually not too thrilled about that, but they live in Maryland, so it's hard to blame them. I'm okay to let them go home early and be late because they have to travel an hour and a half. I'm okay with it. I'm not really in charge of those decisions. And if I was in charge, it wouldn't be an issue because I'd say work from home. But we had that discussion too. It's somewhat recently. Like I'm a big proponent of like remote work. I think you can get just as much done. I don't think it's a big deal. I think video conferencing helps humanize people over computers and long distances. As long as you're meeting your requirements for work, like for a tech shop, like when you're programming stuff, definitely you get together and have video meetings or whatever, and you're fine. Like if you need to have those, and I don't know, it's not that big a deal. But I don't like doing just phone conferences, which is a lot of what these end up being. If the technology doesn't support video conferencing, you're doing it wrong. And we have that problem, like group policies and stuff seem to slow down even audio connections on occasion. So we have problems there, and people have to switch to their phones, which is dumb because it's all running off the same goddamn thing, anyways. At least out of the building, and we're just talking like amongst ourselves, so it shouldn't be that big a problem. I'm such a crotchety old man. Crotchety crew. That feels like it should be like a cereal. Crotchety flakes or something. Crotchety coos. Ooh, actually that sounds really bad now that I said it out loud. You know, like sometimes you think things like maybe you shouldn't share it with people. Maybe you shouldn't share it all. But if you haven't used GIMP before, like, I highly recommend you get practice. This was actually a big thing. I was talking to my friend's kid, and I found myself repeating the phrase a lot that, like, this is another thing you should already know how to do because it's almost standard computer use. And so I had to teach him how to cut and paste things, and like how to like position things and whatnot, and like you don't have it yet, so why do you like just because you highlight something, why do you think you have it? Like, it's just weird. So any luck, I don't know. And like he mentioned that, or his dad mentioned that like he's gonna be in a computer class, or not even a computer class, a robotics class, and it's like you're not going to be able to do shit in there if you can't cut and paste. Eat the paste. Don't eat the paste. Just kidding. Put the paste down. Step away from the paste. It's not worth the bowel obstruction. I promise. There'll be more better paste-like things in the future. Just wait. That sounds an awful lot like the marshmallow experiment. Like, you can have paste now, or you can have pudding later. I have a feeling like most kids would probably just eat the paste right then, because it's like, well, I'm not doing anything else. I don't know how you eat paste. I'm assuming you take one of the tongue depressors and dip it and dog it and whatever. Oh man, so slow. It's just so many assets, because even after I do the loot, there's high noon cards, there's the long arm and the law cards I still gotta do because I did the characters. Oh, working on stuff. Working on stuff indeed. I need that. There we are. But I don't know. Like, I want to talk about non-game, non-TV stuff, but like my life this past week has been work, sick, community. Yeah, you heard me, community. I feel like it's all leading up to like Punchline last season's on Hulu. Or if it's like I still gotta go out to Yahoo. I forgot about that. I forgot that Yahoo had a movie streaming platform. Amazing. Really. It's not like you're ever wanting for anything. Like, as soon as anything calms down, there's usually comedy and action popping out, or a little bit of drama leaking through the scene. It's crazy. It's a great show. It's really well written. I'm really glad they let it finish. But I think, I don't know. It's like we're finally at the part where like I want Annie or Jeff to do Annie for her, because like I like that character. Like, honestly, probably Abed. I'm not necessarily in this order, but Abed, Britta, and Annie are characters I like the most, even though Britta's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. So like I like cheering for him and stupid shit. Booga booga. Man. So without sharing the screen, this probably looks really dumb. It's like me watching a bad tennis game. But I think, for my own sake, I'm not actually going to show the screen. So I may end this like super short, because any minute I can grab with this is what I've been doing. And that Taco Bell is fighting me. I can feel it. I can feel its evil swell inside of me. That actually sounded really dirty. Ugh. Nope. Nope. Oh god, unsubscribe. Not from this, but me from that. Ugh. So that's gonna have to be a thing. I'm gonna have to. And my internet's been so fucking horrible lately. I don't know what the fucking problem is. Verizon, you suck. Bullshit, you don't throttle either. And maybe we lost that fight and I wasn't paying attention. Because quite honestly, I didn't want to focus on it if we did, because it wouldn't help to do that. But if they're allowed to block by a service now, Hulu is fucked at my location, because it's by far the thing I use the most. Sorry Netflix, you just don't have current shows. So it is what it is, what it is. But I am fighting with it on a regular basis, like just struggling to get through Community, like to the point where like I'm pushing aside my regular shows. Watch Spot's gonna be a fucking mess on Friday. Ugh. Come here. Come be a kitty. Come here. Oh, I'll put you up here. That's right. Come here. You just gonna climb in your box? Just gonna climb in your box like a little bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Whatever. Overactive Hobbs. I don't know. Tiger. Maybe that's the word. My brain's not at full function. That's the beauty of doing this. So that it doesn't take up as much RAM when it gets to the other thing. I could write this out for you. You could do it. The hard part that I've been avoiding is I got to go back into Blender. I've got to make like half boards. Ninja All Stars has a couple like dojo boards that I need, and then Railroad Crown thing I've got to do. It's dumb. And then their boards are like little thin boards, like so I don't know if they're half or whatever. I gotta like figure out the math and then do a model for that too. So in fact, I think the dojo boards are half boards, but I'll have to look. I'll have to pull it out. But fortunately, I can just do the Ninja All Stars board and the Rail Raiders boards, because the Ninja All Stars boards, the fourths are the same size as the other ones. And the Super Dungeon Arena boards are that size as well. So that's the other thing that made me think like, hey, I can really do that. So I now have those boards that I can add to the mix for like things. So like we can do like a huge temple thing. There's a like one of the dungeon Super Dungeon Arena maps has like a big pile of gold in the middle. So that would actually be a good place to kind of have like the Starfire boss fights or whatever. And with just doing these mods, I haven't had time to lay out the stuff for doing the 10-person campaign. I want Super Dungeon Night, because we're bringing it back. It's happening. It's gonna happen. I just gotta keep fighting with it. Gotta keep farting on. Keep farting on. Full auto cannon. One time for losers. 'Cause we have a cannon. It's full auto. raiders can't roll additional dice when this weapon is used during a fight. I guess because everybody's pinned down. I love the idea of rail raiders. I love the idea of doing like Wild West styled anarchy, but like with tech. It's fun. The Wild West wasn't interesting enough. Like you might as well stay in the until you die from whatever the disease of the day is. Like if you like if you're a fan of westerns and you haven't seen it yet, go watch A Million Ways to Die in the West. There's a lot more truth than you would think to that fucking show or movie. But it is fucking ridiculously awful at points. Oh man. Why is that part so big? Oh, it's probably because I'm doing this. Okay. So, what's that? 20 minutes? I don't know. I agreed I'd do a half hour of these. Like, that's what's in the contract. If someone was dumb enough to contract this show. Sorry, it's just how it is. But 20 minutes is plenty. Especially if we've got stuff to do. Just like, it's all that's in my life is trying to buy back time. So, I'm gonna go. If I think of anything else, I'll tweet it. Kamurai25 at the Twitters. Why are you yelling? What's wrong? Come here. That's the thing, is you never yell like when I can do anything about it. You go as far away as possible and then you scream about it, and I still don't know what it is, because as soon as I get over there you're like, oh fuck, he's here. Weird cat. Okay, I don't know what to do with this. Alright, so until I see you next time, I am Kamurai. Have a nice day. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels. Thanks for watching.